Hey guys, long time no see. Sorry I've been gone for 2 months. Got my new mask. I don't know, at some point my parents went to my room and just took the old mask because they wanted to clean it, so I just got this new one. So, new mask. For being gone for 2 months, this channel died before it started. So, last video was entitled Expectations for Senior Beach Week. And today we're going to be kind of going over what actually happened at Senior Beach Week. Because, yeah, I was sort of right about some things, fully right about some other things. I don't know, so maybe I got some things wrong. But the point is, there was drama at Senior Beach Week. That's kind of the big thing. I predicted that there'd be drama, and of course there was. Some dumb shit happened. We got back from Beach Week on June 16th. It's currently July 8th, so I'm like a month late, my bad. My last video, obviously, I was talking about there's gonna be some dumb shit that happens during Beach Week. There's gonna be drama, there's gonna be, you know what I'm talking, stupid high school stuff. I was right. I was right about the fact that there was drama, but the drama was actually very different than what I thought it would be. Like, I thought it was going to be one type of drama, and it ended up being a different type of drama, but, I was right. I'm going to talk about what happened, and for my own sanity, I'm not going to attempt to, censor anyone's names, because I would just say person A, person B, like I have in my other videos, but this story involves a lot of people and has a lot of events and dumb, stupid plot twists and whatever, so I'd probably just forget and say someone's name at some point, or multiple people's names, if I tried to do person A, person B, and also, two, I don't know, there was something else. Point is, I'm not doing that. I'm really partially doxing my friends in this video, so basically my brother's getting a haircut right now. I am also going to get a haircut once he's done, which might be soon. So if this video ends abruptly, that's why. Alright, so basically, when I recorded my last video, one of my friends, Karan, right, he was a lonely little critter, okay? He was walking around looking for someone to mate with, you know what I mean? He was looking for a relationship, because he actually was like a sweet and nice dude. He hadn't felt the touch of a woman in like 6 years, and he was definitely looking to change that. And when I recorded the last video, which was like a month before Senior Week even started, he was making no progress and had no one in mind. In the month from when I recorded that video and when Beach Week started, a lot of things happened. We graduated high school and shit. But also, he gained a love interest. Went to Beach Week, and throughout the entirety of Beach Week, they weren't officially dating, but they were locked in. It's kind of that stupid Gen Z talking stage relationship status that we just made up. Basically, fully what they were in. Like, it was like 90% that they were gonna date at some point, right? When he went to Beach Week, they weren't officially dating yet, but they were gonna date, and so you should probably stay loyal. It really depends on your values, you type shit. The point is, they were for sure locked in, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna date this girl, and she was definitely saying the same thing. She wasn't at Beach Week with us because she goes to another school, and we made the plans like 4 months before we knew she existed. Actually, probably more than that. Basically, Karan is at Beach Week. There's a group of 9, this context, group of 9 of us went to Beach Week. 6 boys, 4 girls. Not 6 boys, 3 girls. Oh, by the way, I was talking about in the last video, I think, or some video. Maybe it was on my main channel. I don't even remember, but there was this thing I was talking about. This girl might go, but I doubt she is. She did end up going, so that's cool. She's pretty cool. I don't know why I cut off there. It is 6 boys, 3 girls. Yeah, type shit. First, 3 days were normal, and it was fun, and it was cool, and it was awesome, because it was Beach Week. Then, Wednesday night, we all kind of collectively decided that tomorrow, Thursday morning, we were going to watch the sunrise. So, yeah, we were going to leave the house at 5 a.m., which we ended up doing, but a lot of stuff happened in between. Sorry, that was a burp. Karan, right, who's locked in but not officially dating with this other girl. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to I'm only going to say Karan's name, but I'm not going to say anyone else's name unless they're directly involved in the story and not with the possibility of, being embarrassed. Anyway, yeah, one of the 3 girls on the Beach Week trip, I think you see where I'm going with this. They didn't, fuck or anything, obviously, but, they did, randomly, spontaneously, out of nowhere, one night just start cuddling, and everyone else kind of just what the fuck? Everyone else's main emotion was just surprise. Because couldn't really be mad at him because they weren't dating yet. But he wasn't a talking stage. It was kind of unethical. I wouldn't do it, but it was, I guess, allowed. Albeit entirely unethical, and of course I don't support what he did. It was fucking stupid, but it was allowed. The main emotion was just surprise and confusion. Low-key, I thought it was funny. For context around how it happened, we were watching a movie. It's the night before the sunrise, right? So we were me and some of the people in the group decided to stay up because we were just bored, stay up until the sunrise. We were sitting in the living room of the house just watching movies. We watched this movie Chronicle with Michael B. Jordan. It was actually pretty good. even though it has 0.7 stars on IMDb. And then we watched Pirates of the Caribbean, like the original one, because we were bored as hell. It was at like 3 a.m. by the way. Movies are going on, right? There's 6 of us in the room because 3 people are actually sleeping in their bedrooms because they wanted to get sleep before the sunrise. 6 of us are there. It's me and my friend Rashab. I can put Rashab in the story because Rashab didn't actually do anything. Rashab are just chilling on this one. Well, I'm in a chair. Rashab has a couch to himself. There's 3 couches. Yeah, we got a house for 9 people, so that's a pretty big living room. I guess only one of them is a couch. 2 of them are love seats, and that's actually ironic as hell because Rashab got the couch. Fat ass of the whole couch to himself. I had this like swivel chair thingy. It was cool. And then on one of the friggin' love seats, 2 people who I haven't mentioned at all yet. It was Cole and Jessica. I can put them in the story too because they actually didn't do anything. Basically, I don't know. Like Jessica first saw Cole when they were both like 12, and she just randomly fell in love with him for like 5 years. They date at one point. They have a very, very long and complicated history that I could talk about for 30 minutes, but I'm not going to because it's not relevant to the story. The point is, they both went to Beach Week because we're in the same friend group. They're on good terms, but like, there's still that little element of awkwardness, you know what I mean? Like, they're on good terms, and they talk and shit, but they date, so they're technically exes. Sophomore year or whatever, I don't even know. I don't know the full extent of what went on between them, and neither really does anyone else, but point is, they were credible. That was kind of a funny little thing. Me and Rashad thought that was funny as hell. And the other couch, Karan and Jordan were like sitting next to each other at first until like 2 a.m. Nothing even happened. Just normally sitting next to each other like at like normal distance. You know what I mean? At platonic friend distance. And I missed the pause button, but I did catch that drumstick. That was kind of sick. And she started to like go to sleep because I guess she was tired, which makes sense because it was like 2 a.m. again. I guess Karan was a little bit eepy too, but I don't know, he went to bed like 30 minutes after Jordan did. But point is, Jordan got comfortable. At first she was like hugging the couch cushion, and it was slightly closer than platonic friends distance. And Karan actually didn't have anything to do with it, at least at the start. At the start, it was all her. I didn't actually think anything was happening. Like, I noticed she was hugging the couch cushion, but I thought that's just kind of where she fell, because she fell asleep sitting up. But then, I don't know, I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean, and I looked back, and I had to do like a double and then a triple take, because I was like, what the fuck? Because she was like grabbing his tits, doing like the stereotypical cuddle position. You know what I mean? When like the woman lays her head on the man's kind of like abdomen on one side of his, like where the girl's tit would be. It's like on the man, you know. Her other hand was on his other one, and one of her hands was on his other one, and her other hand was like wrapped around his body because she was like resting and shit. Bro, that was funny as hell. Jordan was asleep during this. I mean, she obviously went into that position when she was conscious, but then she fell asleep in that position. And Karan was still wide awake, at least he fell asleep later, but when he was awake and she was asleep at one point, that's the point. I only realized I've probably said this girl's name like 4 times at this point. Sorry about that. I literally said at the start of the video, I was gonna forget. And would you look at that? Yeah, Cole and Jessica, meanwhile, on the other couch are just cuddling and shit. And there's no problem with their situation. They're both fully single and not in the talking stage at all. Unless they're with each other, but that's fine. You just got me and Rashab in the middle of the room, just chilling, and then we just look over, and Karan and this girl are just full on straight up cuddling. Bro, like what the? This man got like essentially a whole ass girlfriend. Like, come on, man. The thing is, it's weird. I genuinely like. First of all, this girl, she knew that he was locked in or whatever you want to call it. She was fully aware of that. Everyone knew that. I say that because I think she initiated, like genuinely, at least the first time. Because by the way, yeah, we'll get to that later. Because I kept looking over like every 20 minutes just when I took my eyes off the screen. She touched him before he made a move to touch her. He never even really did. He kind of just stayed stationary for the whole time. I think he probably put his arm around her, I guess, onto her back. But I'm not supporting what he's doing. He's dumb as fuck. Yeah, Cole and Jessica were both asleep, by the way. Like, she was laying on his lap. There was, like, a blanket. Bro, she was, like, cozy up in a blanket. She's a woman, so it's, like, akin to an event that women are always cold. She brought, like, her whole-ass duvet comforter from her upstairs bedroom down and was, like, laying on that on the couch. And that was big enough that it was, like, covering his whole body, too. Because he was just sitting. He was, like, this, like, laying back. And she was, like, on his lap. Like, her head was on his lap. But there was a blanket. No, nothing. It was nothing, like, sexual, of course. There was a blanket in between. She was just resting. They were both asleep, by the way. Thanks for the start, because I think everyone woke up later when we were watching Gerber Johnson. And Rashad are just awake watching movies. The 2 of them are asleep, and then Karan and Jordan eventually are both asleep. And I think there was at one point where both, like, Cole woke up, and Karan was still awake, but 2 girls were asleep. And me and Rashad and Karan and Cole, dude, we were just like, what the fuck? Bro, me and Rashab are living the moment. We got this one talking stage, whatever you want to call it. This one man that's essentially cheating on his girlfriend because he's stupid. And then me and Rashab are both just chilling. We're just, like, I'm in a happy, healthy relationship. He's not, but he just wasn't cuddling anyone. Me and Rashab thought that was funny as hell. Me and Rashab were like, you know what I mean? Rashab's my guy, bro. Yeah, we were taking pictures and shit. It was funny as hell. Point is, yeah, I feel like I way over-explained the situation. But point is, that was happening. Then we were watching Gerber Johnson, and then we went to see the sunrise and shit, and they talked and stuff. And the next night, same thing happened again, except this time Karan initiated it because he just, like, literally waited in her bed. I was literally in the room when this happened. We were waiting in... He was waiting in her bed. I was in the bottom bunk with Rashab and Jessica. Rashab was in... It was like a Rashab sandwich. It was like an Indian sandwich. Where Cole was at this point. I think... No, that was the night when he took Cole's mattress out of his room and put it in the middle of the hallway. We were just bored as hell. He was just like, hey, come on, Jordan, come in. Kind of like a joking tone. But then, like, I slept in the closet that night. I'm not even making that up. I dead-ass slept in the closet. Rashab and Jessica slept in the bottom bunk platonically because it was like a twin or double, whichever one of those is bigger. Because the top bunk was the other one bed. And, like, they were in the bigger one and they were actually, like, weren't touching. I saw this all from the closet. And then the top bunk, Karan and Jordan. I keep saying her name. My bad. I was kind of waiting for her to come up, and finally she did, and, you know... Of course they were cuddling. They didn't fuck because there were 3 other people in the room for the entire night. But like, or do anything. But they definitely did cuddle. That was as far as they went though. But still, it was farther than Karan should have been comfortable with. I just cracked my back, and I wish I got that on camera because it was like the greatest back crack of all time. But anyway, 3 people left the night after that because the morning after that because I don't know what. Well, actually, no. One of the dude. No, because this girl. There's 2 people who I haven't mentioned at all who are in the group. This dude and the 3rd girl who hasn't played a part in the story yet. They're dating. Her mom didn't even want her to go on the trip, but she let her. So it was pretty chill. She's not the one that we were debating until 2 days before. That was Jessica. Jessica was the one in the last video who I was talking about who was like probably won't go, but ended up going. Brian and Brooklyn, who are the 2 I'm talking about, left because they left on Friday morning, and we were staying until Sunday. So we had. Just basically all of Friday and Saturday, and without them, we left Sunday morning, so it was 2 days. But point is, we had 6 people for 2 days. Jordan went with them. Jordan went with Brian and Brooklyn because Brooklyn's parents wanted her home, and Brian went on a boat on Saturday, like in the Chesapeake Bay. We were still at Beach Week. And Jordan went home because, basically the whole situation I told you, she just didn't want to stay. That's really all I know. I wish I knew more. Yeah, so then Beach Week ended, and we were kind of saying, Karan, you're kind of fucking stupid. Anyway, fast forward 2 weeks. Rashab's grad party, alright? Rashab's grad party. This is June 30th. So yeah, it's actually fast forward exactly 2 weeks. By the way, Karan, Jordan, and Cole and Jessica all stayed like that for like 3 to 4 hours. And Jessica was probably the most eepy out of all of them. Cole was pretty eepy too. I don't know. Some of them were awake, some of them were asleep for part of the time. There were times when all 4 were asleep, and there were times when all 4 were awake. It really fluctuated. Point is, they all wanted to stay like that, so they did. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Me and Rashab were just chilling, bro. We were dying, bro. It was funny as hell. There was this time when... Yeah, dude, this is what I was talking about earlier. All the dudes were awake. And Cole woke up and he saw Jordan and Karan cuddling, and he just started laughing. He started laughing, and me and Rashab started laughing because Cole started laughing, and Karan was like... Because we were laughing quietly. Because we didn't want to wake up the other people in the room or the other people in the house who were sleeping in the bedrooms. Karan was like... It was so funny. Fast forward 2 weeks to Karan's grad party. No, Rashab's grad party. Brooklyn, who I kind of sort of mentioned earlier, she left early. She definitely knew what happened. She was actually one of the people who wasn't in the room at the time. She was asleep downstairs with Brian. They were probably having sex. That's not even a joke. She went ahead and told the girl who Karan was locked in with, who I haven't mentioned for a while, because she was there. She was invited to Rashab's grad party because, you know, we know she wasn't invited to senior week, but we fuck with her. She's cool. Jordan was there, and so was Jacob, who's the, I think, only person I haven't mentioned yet. The 2 of them left. So Jordan and Jacob weren't there. But, I'm gonna try to keep this girl's name private. By this point, they were already dating. Because I think they started dating the day before Rashab's grad party. Brooklyn just takes her and, like, drops the bombshell all on her. Because it was kind of mutually agreed for the whole group that no one should tell her because it's for the best of the group. Even though Karan did something stupid, it would be best if she didn't know. Because she probably wouldn't like it. You can call me a terrible person for that. You can call our whole group a terrible person for that because we kind of all mutually agreed upon that. But, yeah, I don't know. It was a hard decision because we really didn't know who to side with. Because Karan's our boy. He's great. He's awesome. but he did something fucking stupid. Like, none of us really, we were all conflicted. Oh, good, I missed the pause button. But yeah, fucking Brooklyn just goes ahead and drops the whole bombshell on her, and then me and Cole start, like, me and Cole, Rashab, and Karan all really don't like her anymore. Because, especially for Cole was kind of the first one in the group, and this is, like, a year ago to point out, I don't really like Brooklyn, and everyone kind of disagreed with him at the start, but especially throughout, like, really throughout the second semester of senior year, everyone has kind of, like, gotten more realization that, like, Brooklyn's kind of not a good person. We love Brian. Brian is dating Brooklyn, who I was talking about this earlier. We love Brian, but he's kind of dating someone who leaves a lot to be desired. Of course, her stupid ass just tells her the whole thing, and it's kind of just like, fucking really? Like, really? You can call me a bad person for this, but, and I completely understand why, but it's just like, oh my god, dude. I had that whole thing to deal with, so now no one really likes her, except Brian, because he's still dating her, but yeah, she's like a complete outcast now. She has no friends except Brian. Like, if she loses Brian, she's depressed, so she might actually kill herself. I could go on and on about Brooklyn lore, but we don't really like her. I'm not saying she deserves to die, of course, because she doesn't, but, like, she's definitely not a good person. I'm not even saying that because she told Karan's new girlfriend everything. We were teasing Karan. We still continue to tease Karan about it to this day. Like, we just, like, harass him about it. The whole Beach Week situation. We think it's funny as hell. He does not. He did it, so he deserves it, so we're gonna keep doing it. But anyway, I don't even know how the hell he managed to do this, but he, like, cleared everything up with her. Like, she's fine now, because it is true that when he did it, they weren't dating. But it was still unethical to do. Guys, don't cheat, but also don't be a snitch. It's so conflicting. I don't know who to side with. Yeah, so now the friend group dynamic is healed. We're all gathering tonight for having a fantasy football draft tonight, so that'll be interesting. It's kind of the whole Beach Week drama and why there's a lot of conflicts in the group. Most of the group is intact now, basically except her and also the other girl. But the third girl, Jessica, everyone still likes her. She's sleeping over at her house in 2 days. Like, everyone still likes her. And Brooklyn is currently in Spain. Thank God, because if she wasn't, when under Six Flags, we're going to Six Flags in 3 days, the day after the sleepover. I guess the second day of the sleepover, because the day after that, I'm leaving for the beach for about a week and a half, and Rashad is leaving for India for a month. And there's a bunch of other vacations for the rest of the summer, so the next, like, 4 days are really our last days together before, like, until the week before we move to college. It's really our last opportunity, you know? It's kind of a month in there where there's going to be at least 2 people from the group missing at all times. Hopefully the friend group doesn't implode. I might make another video about this later, about, like, friend groups imploding. Later, I probably mean in, like, 12 months. Doing my own upload schedule? I don't know. It is on my list of videos to make, though. An extensively long list. But yeah, anyway, that's the whole Beach Week drama and how it's kind of unavoidable because we saw 3 other groups in Ocean City in the time that we were at Beach Week. Every single one of them had some type of drama as well. It's unavoidable. 3 other groups from our school. I mean, because a lot of groups coordinated doing it at the same time, so we were able to see a bunch of groups because we did it around the same time as a bunch of other ones. Jessica, actually, there was one night where we had 8 people in the house that night because Jessica spent a night with another group one of the nights. I don't know what that has no relevance, I just said that. But yeah, friend group is intact now for the most part. Karan somehow made it up with her. I don't know how the hell he managed to do that. But he did, because she's actually cool. We fuck with her. His girlfriend now. But Jordan, because remember how I was saying we were teasing Karan earlier? We still proceed to do it to this day, and we still agree what he did was kind of stupid, or actually really stupid. All the stuff we put on Karan belongs equally on Jordan as well, because if anything, she initiated it. So we kind of just don't respect her, like the same way we don't respect Karan, except we actually like Karan because he's like an integral part of the group, and she's not. Brooklyn, no one likes anymore. Brian we still love, but he's dating Brooklyn, so I don't know what's going on with him. The friend group has recovered. We really only had 2 weeks where the whole group is going to be here for the rest of the summer until we start college. Then we got winter break, which is like a month, but still, that's in a while. So hopefully these next 2 weeks are good. This next week and the week before college, which is really the only weeks that the whole group is going to be together, are good. Yeah, Beach Week is it's an interesting thing, man. Drama is unavoidable. I will stand on that hill at Beach Week. Guys, I feel like I've been yapping for way too long. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go get a haircut now. That's about it. See ya.